Hi, Leo. Welcome to your reading. My name is Edgar Mendez. I'm so happy you're here. I thank you for being here. Today's reading is going to be focused on your person. And I already channeled that message. I feel like this is someone who's been wearing a mask with you. And I think that they're too scared not to. I think that this is someone who plays games and maybe mind games. It feels like it is a form of control. So we'll kind of get into that in a second. But I want to remind you, I do have live readings open and services open. I am guided to do or guided to remind you, I do offer healing as well as Akashic karma clearing. Um, yeah, that's it. Yeah, just like don't forget to like and comment. Just help me out. So let's take a look here. We're gonna be drawing some oracle. Let's take a look. Let's see for Leo. What is Leo reading gonna be about, Metatron? Let's see. Jermaine, let's see what's going on here. Alrighties. It's this one. We have Miracle, and I think it's a very funny one, but it's for reminding me of the solar plexus. We have mysticism. Interesting. They activate a lot of your gifts. I don't know if you knew about psychic abilities or knew that you can feel stuff and knew that you could hear stuff potentially, right? It feels like this person activated things in you that you didn't even know were there that were laying dormant. And these dormant gifts that were, well, dormant, it seems to really evolved, right? Into you walking on a new path towards more spiritual stuff, maybe even like, maybe you're a healer or something like that, or maybe you are have some kind of spiritual practice, or you're connecting to source, all that stuff. It really does feel like is that one, right? I'm gonna be real with you. It really does feel like source, guides, beings of light. I feel that. I feel that more so than you can imagine. But this person is the catalyst for that experience for you. And they've really opened up that door. What's interesting here is I actually think that you're struggling with this one, the forgiveness aspect when it comes to this person. Tricky stuff, right? They gave you so much, but they didn't give you something that you were expecting or something that you were hoping for. And you're having a hard time accepting that might not ever come or that didn't come then, and that's something that I think it's a struggle, but I think you'll move through it. I have last one, insecurity. I think that this issue with this person, when it came to love, pushed a lot of your insecurities and made you not feel great. And that's why I feel like the forgiveness aspect is tricky. But I don't see you having too much of an issue. There is a need for you to look a little bit deeper at why you may be holding a grudge or why you may not be able to forgive them completely. Ego definitely stands out to me, subconscious mind as well, but not so much ego first. We have instinct and balance at the bottom. I feel like with these two here, one of the things that you trust your instincts more. I think you knew that they were playing games, wearing a mask, kind of keeping you at arm's length and not really opening up to you the way that you wanted them to. And you may have actually been saying, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just in my head or something. But I think you figured that out. And I think that you're a lot more open. I think you felt they had deeper feelings for you than they let on. That's actually does feel like it's the one. But some of you, it has to do with more water. Maybe their emotions, maybe they're hiding stuff. Some of you, I think this person was cheating. It does feel like that, just that feeling, that energy. Whatever the case is, I think you knew and you kind of were shoving that part of yourself to the side. And now you know to embrace it. I think it's actually real beautiful. Let's see. Is there anything else? I want to actually use these. Metatron, can you tell me what does Leo need to know about the situation? What does Leo need to know about the situation with this person, their person? Alrighties. Okay, don't forget to like and comment. This help me out. We have the Knight of Swords. Yeah. They got issues with commitment. It's real bad, by the way. This is someone where I feel like they kind of run. I don't think that they present themselves as someone who has issues with commitment. I actually think they may feel stable at times. They may talk about commitment. I know at one time that threw me off. that one threw me off. Someone who says they really like commitment. You knew it was the truth, but it doesn't mean that they were looking for that right now, and doesn't mean that they were open to that with you. And I think, sorry, that was a me thing being projected at you for a second. I'm working through some stuff right now. Anyway, but it feels like this person wasn't as open to commitment as they may have let on. I actually think that they're a lot more indecisive. They're a lot less stable as well. This person actually changes their mind quite often, and I think at a moment's notice. And it's something that's really frustrating. We have the Five of Cups reversed. It's interesting. It comes from they have a habit of filling themselves up with other people's emotions, other people's energy, and they kind of drain people as they visit them. And it's something that they have to learn that lesson the hard way. It does feel like with the Five of Cups in reverse, though. Sorry. I actually think that they may have been juggling, right? You, maybe their friends and stuff like that. They have a habit of doing this. They are, I don't know if it's called like, it's like they just like someone who sucks energy. Or this for like that anyway. We have the Six of Wands reversed. Interesting. We also have the Hanged One in its reverse. Interesting. And then the last one is going to be the Two of Pentacles, with the overall being the Seven of Cups. I think that this person is like a lover boy, or I don't know. I don't know the types, but I think that they're very dreamy, and I think they give off that energy. A lot of people may fall for this person very quickly without really. I don't know. It kind of feels like they have a like this energy where they push down and then you slide right in. I think they do that a lot to people. They have this gravity to them, and it's this dreamy energy. It's interesting because it kind of reminds you of an illusion, right? You know, it's like if you were to look at an illusion, really look at it, you're like, oh, it looks real. But if you touched it, it was fake. Yeah, that's their energy. That's what they do, and this is kind of how they play. I do feel with the Hanged One in its reverse, though, they don't see that this is an issue or this is a problem, and they're hurting people. I also see that with the Hang One in its reverse, you weren't able to see that soon enough. You got caught in that web. I really want to phrase that, by the way. I think I might change that title, by the way. I like that web one. Anyway, but I think you were caught in that web, and you actually are. I think it's the part of you that's having trouble forgiving them because they technically did fool you a little bit, right? And there is a need for you to look a little bit deeper at that. With the Princess of Cups here, I also feel that this person accessed your inner child and those inner gifts. They did open you up to that. And it's interesting because this Princess of Cups is a bit different. It has that really glowing cup. They gave you a ton, even though it hurt you, right? I'm not saying it was worth it, right, per se, but know that it's already happened, right? It has already happened. You did get this, right? Forgiving them will be the best bet, but I could tell it's hard. We also have, and I want to put the Ace of Cups reverse. You know, you're having a hard time moving forward because your heart's not it's not activated, and you're struggling a little bit with the Ace of Cups in its reverse. Though I actually think that their flow isn't activated, isn't going, and really getting in tune with your heart is going to help you out a lot. The most is what I heard. Okay. Let's see. Let's look a little bit deeper at what's happening. Like, how do they feel then about Leo? How do they feel about Leo? Let's see. How do they feel about Leo? Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles. They want to give you as much as you give them. I don't think they know how. I think this dynamic or pattern that they set themselves up with their connections is they take more than they give. And they have this weird energy where they're able to do it without people really noticing. And I think that's real interesting. With the Six of Pentacles being here, they do want to have a more balanced reciprocity kind of connection. They just don't know how. This actually stems from an inner like dynamic. Like, they have to give harmony to the self. They have to have balance within the self to be able to do this. This is someone who just doesn't. They want to, they just don't know how to because it has to come from within. Sorry, it's funny because it's the truth, but it's the Two of Cups. Again, it's all about equal reciprocity. They want that experience with you. They would love that experience with you, but how can they do it? This is something deeply set in them, right? Where they suck out of people, and it kind of won't go away. We have the Prince of Swords here coming out. We also have the Moon and its reverse coming out, and then we also have the Queen of Pentacles with the Three of Wands. So this entire time you were giving lots of connection to this person, and they didn't give you any much in return. Yeah, I can see that it wasn't balanced for you. Do you know what's interesting about this? And I know it sounds crazy. They felt that it was balanced when you were in this person's life and when you first started the connection. They truly felt in all their connections that they were giving as much as they were receiving. And this is actually a distorted perception. It feels crazy to say because I don't think that you'd felt that at all, or you didn't feel that at the end, right? But they truly felt deep down that, oh, I'm giving as much as I'm receiving. I think they sucked a lot more out of you than they gave you. With the Three of Wands here, I feel like you're constantly waiting for your ship to arrive for fulfillment with this person. With the fact that Six of Swords is reversed, and I think it's funny, the ship there, but the fact that Six of Swords reversed, it didn't come. Yeah. This is how they feel now. I don't think that they saw that it was imbalanced connection. I think that it was imbalanced reciprocity, also imbalanced. You know, when you kind of make something a priority, yeah, there was imbalance there. They didn't see it at first. Now they do. Now they want that equal reciprocity. So this is a big change, big shift for this person. They are different than they used to be. I kind of want to look a little bit deeper at where they are a little bit, because this is the reading's a little bit different than the other ones. I just want to look a little bit deeper at where is this person, like what's their energy at. Okay, we have the Two of Wands reversed. I'm going to put this back in. Let's see. The Two of Wands reversed. We have the Six of Cups. Interesting. They're really looking at what was the root core cause for this dynamic, this pattern that they have. It comes from the childhood. I actually feel like they may have been a middle child, or they may have been really neglected, where they kind of feel the need that it's almost like they had to manipulate people to get more. Ooh. Oopsie. Sorry about that. I had pizza coming. Anyway, but they're really looking at the root core cause as to why they've started this pattern. It is changing. And this is someone who's really going to look at what started it off with the Nine of Swords in its reverse here and the Queen of Pentacles. They don't ever want to worry about giving people less than they deserve. Sorry, this hurts to say a little bit. This is why they're going so far into their past, to ensure that they are actually going to be giving the people that they love just as much as they receive, or as much as they possibly can. And it's not about necessarily equal reciprocity. They could have given more and they didn't. And it's like they, I don't know, consciously or subconsciously chose to, and they want to change that. So that's where their head's at. That's what they're trying to do. And that's what I feel like they're trying to fix as well. So let's look a little bit deeper. I want guidance for Leo. I just saw 1144. I don't know why that's important, but it's very important for someone to have heard that. Anyway, let's see. Guidance for Leo. We have emotional challenge to resolve the issue. This is that forgiveness aspect that I can tell you're struggling with. I know it sucks, right? I know that they could have did things way differently, and that goes both ways, right? Give them grace, give yourself grace, give them forgiveness, and move forward. I feel here as well, this connection can come back together, but it does require a little bit of work on, I know, both of your ends. I think it's just the forgiveness part, and I think you're going to be okay. But let's see. We have spirit message, observe limitations. Some of you have limitations. I actually used to see this a lot in the spiritual community, where someone would say, I don't want them back unless they're this, that, and the other. I would not set those limits, right? Follow your heart and trust that everything is happening as it should, because it is, right? With this spirit messages, though, I feel like you could be getting messages from your spirit guides, your spirit team, even source, about maybe going in a new direction or maybe healing something. I actually feel like you're being guided to buy something like a service or a healing. Move in that direction. I know I did say that earlier, but it doesn't have to be me. It could be anyone. We have awakened spirit, desire change. Right now, desiring to change is probably the key, but I feel like you really need to look at what it is that you're trying to change when it comes to your life. I actually feel like you should look at your dynamic that you have with people. How you're interacting with them. That is actually going to be the biggest thing for change. And then that's what I feel like you're going to want to change. Yeah, the dynamic. Let's say you talk to people a certain way. You're like, I don't want to talk to them like that anymore. So let's change that. Or let's say you don't really feel as much gratitude as you want to. You're going to want that to change. Then great. There's something like that, or I feel like you're going to see in your life. We also have focus on a solution. I know we all want to sit in that energy where we want to be mad, right? Want to be angry, want to blame game. Yeah, we all been there, right? But let's find a solution. This is actually where I feel you're being guided to do. I think that there's a healer that's standing out to you, or some kind of guided meditation that can help. However you heal, however you go about that, you're being guided to do that again, and try that again. We also have soul fragments. Balance will be restored. Know that you will find balance within the self. All right. I'm going to thank you, Leo. I'm going to go eat my pizza and take care. Don't forget to like and comment. Check out my services, and bye.